What is up? This is Tim from Madden Community College. Today we're going to look at the draft players that just came out, and my goodness, some of these cards are just ridiculous. But let's get into it. So we got a Myles Garrett. Alright, so the number one pick, does he deserve a spot on your roster? I'm going to say maybe if you have a 4-3, but definitely if you have a 4-3. No if you have better players and aren't in a 4-3. You get edge setter up. He's going to have 95 block shed, 94 play reg, 94 tackle, 89 strength, 95 power move. He's a very, very solid card. Yeah, he's just solid. So I'd wait for his price to come down, of course, though. So then you got this Mitchell Trubisky. We're going to look at his traits, because his trait will really determine on how well he plays. So, since his Predator average, I haven't seen that one in a long time. So I think he'll just play pretty average. He's a balanced style QB, so that's cool to know for options type stuff. He has he's really accurate, so this is not a bad card at all. I'd probably get this card if I didn't love my type of offense. So now we got Solomon Thomas for my Niners. I love this Niner pick. They took the best on the board, even though they have a whole bunch of defensive ends already. But whatever. So this Solomon Thomas, you get edge blitter up. He has 81 speed. He has 97 finesse, 99 pursuit, 95 block shed. This card probably will play better than the Myles Garrett. And that's kind of weird since Solomon isn't the number one overall pick, but you know, it's just how Madden does things. So let's look at Leonard Fournette, probably the new Derrick Henry of the Madden. So this card starts out with 96 truck and 93 speed. You get that up, 98 truck, battle ready, 93 speed, 96 to sell, and 97 stiff arm, so you can just spam A every time. That's kind of insane. 90 juke, 94 ball carrier vision. This is just going to be a monster. I probably am going to pick this card up if I ever get the chance, because that's just a really strong card. Maybe even an end game running back, unless there's another Adrian or something. So we got a Corey Davis, very average wide receiver. You can get his catch in traffic up by 3 to 97, which is pretty cool. But I don't really see this card having much use on your team, so I'd skip him. Jamal Adams, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first strong safety with secure tackler, so that could be cool. Strong safety to me has always been a position that there are very few players that actually make a difference. So I've been actually running with Mike Evans forever just because I feel like this 6'5" frame on him is the only thing that makes him different from every other strong safety. So Mike Williams, he's 6'4", 93 speed, 96 spec. He's basically just Randy Moss. Yeah, I mean, not much else to say about this card. He's just Randy Moss with Playmaker. Christian McCaffrey. So we got a 94 speed running back with 97 agility, 94 loose, 93 juke, 97 acceleration. Cool part about this card is he has 94 speed and 97 agility, so he can run around people very well. The thing I'm going to knock about this card is the daily login McCoy that just came out, that's probably around 160 right now, is going to play far superior to this card. So you're going to pass on this McCaffrey, unless you want an all-white squad, but who would do that? Alright, so the John Ross, the game changer. With John Ross in the league, Madden's probably going to be a little different. So now we have a 99 speed with 99 excel player. The rest of his stats don't even matter. He has 99 speed. You're going to see a lot more swerves, you're going to see a lot more deep throws, you're going to see a lot more big plays and kick returns and everything, even screens. This card is going to be your nightmares. If you get his chems up, you can get him to 94 spec, and if you run with Kelvin Benjamin's motivator like I do, 96 spec, which would be pretty cool. I recommend if you have this card, you might want either the Kelvin Benjamin motivator or the DeAndre Hopkins motivator to really boost them up. But overall, this card is just unfair. He has a gold version too, so we're gonna look at that. This is a budget player, a budget beast. I'm gonna make a video about that immediately after this. But look at this card, 98 speed. The only difference between this and the elite version is 1 speed and a little bit of catching ability. But again, catching ability doesn't matter when you're that fast. So this is just gonna be ridiculous to see all the time. He's so fast, he makes people look not fast. So the next card we're going to look at is Patrick Mahomes, the surprise pick of this year, because who would have saw that coming? This card is probably going to be the only card Patrick Mahomes ever has, but you know this card has Gunslinger, and that's just going to make Gunslinger go down in price, so that's cool. Not much else to say about this card. He's just Mitch Trubisky with Gunslinger. So let's look at Marshawn Lattimore. Actually, let's look at this card real quick. If he has ideal sense pressure, then he might be the best Gunslinger quarterback. Nope, paranoid, just like the others. Okay, so we're gonna look at who's the next guy? Marshawn Lattimore. When I saw this, I thought I read Marcus Lattimore. I was like, what? What is this? 2013? The Niners picking another halfback? But I was just like confused. So this corner has 95 speed, so that's pretty cool. I think you can boost it up to 96. Yeah, you can with a pick specialist. So once this thing decides to work, what's this gold look like? I guess while we're accidentally here. Yeah, okay. It might be a good budget. A lot of these draft cards are probably going to make your all gold team. I'd probably assume. So 96 speed, 98 excel, 95 agility. So with those 3 stats right there alone, this card's probably going to be a pretty decent kick returner if he has a kick return stat. I'll go look at that in a sec. And what the cool thing about agility, high 95 plus agility on corners, is they can jump for the interception a little bit better than other safeties. I haven't tested this and I don't know how to prove it, but I feel that players with high agility just intercept better. But 97 zone, with that, he's going to cause a lot more knockouts than many other corners. And at 6'1", yeah, this card's just he has to make your team at some point. So let's look at Deshaun Watson. So another quarterback with identifier. It's cool. I'm not a big fan of identifier on quarterbacks, but he gets sense pressure ideal, so that's good. He gets throw tight spiral and all the good stuff. 88 speed on a balanced QB. What's probably going to be cool about this card is he can be an option quarterback, and he'll actually get the 50-50 read since he's balanced, and he has the running ability to actually get some yards. So that's a card I'd definitely look at. Alright, so this Frederick guy, another 90 speed middle linebacker. It's funny how the linebackers were only Shazier at 90 speed, and now it's like every hard linebacker that comes out gets close to it. You can get 2 more speed up with Phil General and cover linebacker. 93 agility, 93 speed, 93 excel. Let's see, 6'1". What's his catching ability? Yeah, pretty bad, but pretty decent user. He has 98 pursuit, 89 block shed, 98 tackle. Yeah, this is a 98% play rec. Oh, I wonder how that's going to play. 87 zone. This is a very, very good linebacker. Yeah. Man, some of these cards are just kind of ridiculous. I guess we're at that point in the year. So, this card looks okay. I'd still prefer the Solomon Thomas because of his block shed. But this card pretty much probably going to end up being a cheaper version. Malik Hooker. He's a free safety. Pretty average. I don't like him. Unless you need a 95 speed free safety, I would ignore him. Marlon Humphrey, 95 speed corner. You can get him to 1 more speed with that edge setter. That's interesting. So this must be a nickel type player. Let's actually look at him. He might be a Jalen Ramsey type guy with hit power. So let's look and see if he is. He got average hit power and stuff. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, he's just pretty average. Alright, so Jonathan Allen, 95 block shed. You can get him to 82 or 83 speed. Yeah, I'd pass on this card. Alright, so Andre Jackson, 96 speed corner. He might be a decent nickel blitzer, but, you know, he's 5'11", makes him a little harder to want on your team. Tight end with playmaker. That's interesting. He has 89 speed, and you can get him to 95 catching traffic. Yeah, this is a pretty solid tight end, 6'6". I like him. Let's go look at his receiving traits. If his receiving traits are good, he might be worth the pickup. His receiving traits are bad. He is not worth their pickup unless you need a rat catching guy. But if you need a rat catching guy, just get Vernon Davis. There'd be no reason to get him. This card has edge protector and mobile blocker. It's just kind of there. This guy looks pretty okay. Is he a pass rusher or a 4-3? That's something that they need to work on those cards. It's hard to tell sometimes. 93 finesse. That's cool. Yeah, this is a solid hybrid linebacker. If you needed a hybrid guy like a Anthony Barr, this will be your guy. Let's see. Charles Harris, a left end with jump the snap. You can get him to 96 finesse. Yeah, it still takes Solomon Thomas over this guy. Evan Ingram, he gets a tight end with 90 speed, at base 90 speed. That's pretty good. 97 spec if you get the D tackle or D threat up. And route running will help his agility, but you don't need it. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty solid speed tight end. Alright, another corner with tip drill. Obviously, I want him whenever I can. He'll end up having 94 speed. Let's look at him. He's going to have 94 speed with that pick specialist. Let's see. I was hoping for hit power stats, but whatever. It's 95 jump. He's going to jump out of the building. 6 foot height is good enough. 95 play rec, really good. 95 agility, excellent. Man coverage sucks this year, but 93 zone is good enough. This is a very solid card. Alright, so that was on Oakland. So Jabril Peppers, a 95 speed, strong safety with very good zone and pursuit. Yeah, this will be an interesting nickel blitzer. He'll play a lot like probably that Bob Sanders, because he'll make plays, but since that height will affect him a lot. Takaris McKinley, man, I can't say these names. Let's go look how good he is, since he looks like a 3-4 outside backer. Okay, so he has 94 block shed, 94 finesse. Let's see, get those up. Nah, he's okay. Just okay. Alright, Tre'Davious White. Man, that's a name. He'll have 95 speed, pick specialist up. Excellent nickel blitzer. Next guy, Taco Charlton. Is his name really Taco? My goodness. Yeah, okay. He's an okay card. For chems, I think he'd be a good card. Because inside blitzer and tackle machine are kind of hard to get. A 6'4 tight end with 91 base speed. This card's so good. Look at that. He'll have 96 spec if you get that up. He'll have 94 catching traffic of 91 speed. He's 6'4". Gotta go see this card, his traits. If his traits are good, this card might be the guy. Let's see. Damn it. He has bad traits. Except for make sideline, yeah. He gets the worst traits for like any tight end. That's horrible. TJ Watt went to the Steelers? Yeah, I didn't catch that one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. How good of a pass rusher is he? Let's find out. Okay, so get that edge setter up, you get that pass rusher up. Does anyone actually have pass rusher up to 2? I don't know how to get that one to 2. Let's see. Yeah, this is a very good pass rusher. 96 finesse, 97 block shed, and 98 pursuit. I like this card. Derek Watt, JJ Watt, not TJ Watt. Now we need a Watt brother chemistry. Reuben Foster, the Niners' new linebacker. Really hope this guy takes off in real life because he looks like he's going to be a good linebacker for years. 6 foot tall. He has hot hands, which is one of my favorite chemistries in this year. So this is a user because the catch stats don't even matter with hot hands. 89 speed, very solid. 90 zone, which is very good for knocking out the pass. 90 agility, which is very good. Yeah, this is a very solid card. I see his price ending around 60K probably in the coming weeks. Yeah, bigger. Oh yeah, probably. Let's see. Ryan Ramczyk, another mobile blocker with identifier. That's pretty cool. But yeah. Alright, so this Clowney came out too. And obviously we have the set Legend Cam, so let's look at those two. Alright, this Clowney that came out. I want to go over this card side by side with his Chem Clowney. So let's look at him and Chem Clowney. Because the reason I'm showing you this is these two aren't that different. It's a Clowney. Like they like obviously this newer one is better. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying the Chem Clowney is actually going to be more useful to your team for chem reasons. Because he has 4 chems obviously. But if we look at these prices and stuff, so his speed is only -1. His strength doesn't matter to me, but -4. If that matters to you, whatever. Value that yourself. Agility is down obviously, but agility for a pass rusher doesn't seem. I don't think it matters. Acceleration is exactly the same. Awareness is slightly down, but I don't think awareness does anything. Same with catching. He's a pass rusher, so catching don't matter. Jumping is not very much different because I think jumping is based off of thresholds, and both of them are in the same tier. Stamina and injury don't really matter. Offensive stats don't really matter. His tackle is down by 2. Hit power down by 2. Power move down by 3. The way I've supplemented that power move loss is by using a motivator, Aaron Donald, to get him to 96. So that's the only real reason to get this one, is the power move. The power and finesse are obviously in the 90s, so this is a really good card base-wise. But if you need chem help and you need all the chem stuff, the Chem Clowney is still able to keep up with this new card. So I'd really look at getting the Chem Clowney more than this guy if you have Aaron Donald and if you're not willing to spend all that money. Or not willing to spend all that money. Because the old Clowney is still just as good. The Cam Newton. This card might be one of the funnest cards to use because he has Conductor and Gunslinger. The biggest problem a lot of people had with Conductor and Gunslinger was Conductor is so necessary for an offense, but Gunslinger is so cool to have, you know. So if you get those up, he has really good accuracies. He's really fast. He's a really good ball carrier. 86 struck is kind of ridiculous. Scrambling type quarterback, sense pressure, oblivious. Now, I don't know how much sense pressure oblivious is going to affect him. It will affect him, but it probably won't be that big of a deal. This is just going to be an interesting card to see around, and I can't wait to get him. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Tim from Madden Community College. I hope you have a good day, everyone.